I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go ahead and start. So you can go back and watch the replay if you miss a little bit on it. So I made a YouTube short about this, but it didn't go into detail. And a lot of times people watch the YouTube shorts, but they don't watch the long form videos. So I said, I'm just going to go live. And that's going to kind of help everybody. So yesterday, the Lord has showed me a couple different things while I was driving, and I was just kind of reflecting on those things. And He showed me a vision of a seed inside of soil in a pot. And I'm not really a gardener, not yet, but I do plant a little bit. But there is a phase of a when a seed grows into another phase. It is called the germination phase. And that is when the seed grows and it starts to break soil and it grows out into a plant. Okay. So I seen a vision on yesterday of a seed breaking forth, past the soil. And I was sitting and I was thinking about that, and I was like, my God, there are so many of God's children who have just went into another phase. Okay. There are so many people that the Lord has gave visions and strategies of different things that He has wanted them to do. He's wanted them to start and stuff like that. And they could have sat on them. They could have not did it, but they chose to, even when they didn't know what they were doing. And they built and they built and they built. And now the Lord is saying it is not time to build. You've already built. You've built everything that I told you to do. It is now time for establishment. And with that comes a lot of different things, because you're going into something new that you've never seen before. You're going into things that you've never seen anybody do before. You've never witnessed yourself. You've never went through these things yourself. So it is going to require you to have to walk with the Lord, allow Him to guide your steps and your path, because He gave you the vision. He's going to have to give you the way through it, if you get what I'm saying. So, with this new phase of establishment, because He's saying you built everything that I told you to build, there's no more building. You've already went through your Nehemiah phase. You've already built everything I've asked you to. So now I need you to walk into it. Now I need you to walk this thing out. And with the establishment phase, it comes like embodying who I've called you to be, embodying who, what I've had you build. This is now your walk, okay? There's no such thing as going back now. You're here. You've already built the things. So because you're here, now I need you to establish what I have had you build. Okay, I need you to walk this thing out, and I need you to now learn the things that comes with the establishment phase. Hey y'all, hey, I see y'all comments, y'all, but I'm just like in the groove trying to get all the thoughts out. So with the establishment phase, y'all, there is, hey Hope, hey Juju, hey Rachel, hey y'all. So with that phase, y'all, it comes with different things that came in the building phase. In the building phase, you was just doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. Praying to the Lord, like, Lord, send me some help. You know what I mean? I can't do this all by myself. I need some help. I need some resources. I need this. I need this. But you're no longer there anymore, because He has started to send the help. He has started to send people who can help push you further into this. He has started to send people to say, I will help you along the way. I will be able to fund this. I will donate this. I know people who can do this. He started to send people like that. So you're no longer in that building phase anymore, because you're now in establishment that requires different things that you have never done before. Now it requires you to learn how to govern. Now it requires you to learn how to delegate. Now it requires you to learn how to steward, how to multiply. If I've never done this stuff before, how am I going to do it? So yes, You may have gotten good over here in the building phase. Yes, you now you can go and do all this stuff without thinking about it because you're so used to it. You've built a name for yourself in that area. Now you're in a new area. Now you're having to learn something that you've never you never thought you would have to, like, you thought once you made it into this phase of building and you got up here, then that's all it is. No, the Lord is not trying to keep you down here, baby. Your growth is happening in phases. He's about to do something big in your life. And so you'll just have to keep growing with him so he can continue to elevate you on the levels that he's taking you. So now you're on this level of establishment now. And there's a lot of people, I see other people that are under them. So it's like you're having them under your wings and stuff like that. But how can I give you somebody under your wing if you have never learned how to manage people, if you've never learned how to handle people, if you've never learned how to steward people? So now the Lord has to put you through the process of learning how to steward the things that he is giving you. He was wanting to give you all these things. He's wanting to give you all these blessings. He's wanting to give you increase and overflow and abundance. He wants to give you the hands if you're going to let it fall through your fingers. He's not going to do that. So before I get you to that place, before I get you to the place where I'm giving you many and much, I have to take you through the process of learning how to steward the little. So now you are going through a phase of learning how to take the little that you have. That could be in any area. That can be in finances. That can be in people, like help. That can be in resources. Will you be able to learn how to handle those resources? Will you be able to learn how to nourish those resources, nourish those little finances that you have, nourish the few volunteers that you have, nourish the resources that you have? Will you be able to do that? And so now you're going through a phase where you're having to learn to do that stuff. And once you are able to walk that out in the manner that it needs to be, and you learn the lessons that comes through that, then the Lord will multiply what it is that you're doing. And then you'll go on to another phase. But I'm going to say congratulations, because to even make it to the establishment phase, you had to have built. That means you moved on whatever it was that the Lord gave you. Even when you didn't know, even when you were confused, even when you second guessed and you doubted and you cried because you didn't have no help, when you didn't have no money to fund what it was that you were doing, you still got up and you showed up for whatever it is that the Lord has told you to do. You showed up. And you continued to build and build and build because you were certain that that was what the Lord had told you to do. You knew that if you did the Lord's work, then the Lord will take care of you. And baby, he is. He is. He is. Your much is coming. Your much is coming. When I tell you that your life will never look the same, yes, of course you're going to have lessons through it. You're going through new lessons now. You're learning new things now. But when I tell you that it will never look the same, there is so much beauty, so much happiness, so much overflow, so much abundance and favor, so many partnerships that are coming. That mean future. He is doing something new. Even right now at this very moment, he's doing something new in your life. And all I can think about is that the seed just sprouted. That's it. Like you literally just went through the phase of germination. So if the seed was just planted and you were sitting there nourishing that seed because you were study doing and study doing and study doing, allowing the Lord to download into you, allowing the Lord to give you new strategies and things like that. And you were moving on those things. You were continuing to water that seed that he had gave you. So now it has germinated and pushed past the soul. But you're not giving up. You're steady going and steady going and steady going and allowing the Lord to now teach you new lessons, which is now pouring new nutrients into you and what you're doing. What do you think is going to happen to that plant? What do you think is going to happen to that soil? It's going to continue to grow. And once it starts growing, it grows even faster. That is multiplication. The power of multiplication. Yeah. The power of compound habits, or in this case, compound blessings. The power of compound blessings. Baby, the Lord is doing something new in your life. And all I'm going to say is be glad, be thankful, praise yourself. Because there are so many people that the Lord has gave visions and downloads to, and they didn't move on them. They didn't move, but you did. You did. And now you're here today. And I'm not saying that everything is perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But it's not like how it used to be. It's nothing like it used to be. And by the end of this year, it won't look nothing like it used to be. It won't even look nothing like it is today. Continue to walk this thing out with the Lord. Continue to learn the lessons that it is that He's trying to teach you, because understand that He is here trying to grow you, not to hurt you, baby. Not to hurt you at all. So learn the lessons and walk this thing out. Know that with that comes multiplication. But do understand, where much is given, much is required. So just walk this path out with Him. And give yourself praise as well. Slow down and praise yourself. Slow down and realize what you have built, what you have done with the help of the Lord. Understand that there are many others out there that He has also tried to do the same with, and they haven't moved. But you trust God enough to know that if you do what He says, if you are obedient, you will be blessed. And never forget that, because His word stands. His word stands at the end of the day, baby. And He has a lot in store for you. I'm going to get off of here. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. But He loves you so much more. Y'all have a good rest of the day.